Welcome again, students. Now we are going to see what is non-electrolyte. It is the substance which is non-conductor of electricity. For example, alcohol, then petrol, oil. These are the non-electrolyte. That means these are the non-conductor of electricity, or their solution is also non-conductor of electricity. Now next one is electrolysis. What is electrolysis? It is the process of chemical decomposition of electrolyte by passage of electric current. That means when there is chemical decomposition of electrolyte like NaCl, it is an electrolyte when dissolved in water. Then there is formation of Na plus, Cl minus, H plus and OH minus. This is called as chemical decomposition. This process is known as electrolysis. Now next one is electrolytic cell. What is electrolytic cell? It is an apparatus of convenient size and shape and material in which electrolysis is carried out. That means it is the apparatus having convenient size, shape and material in which the process is carried out. It is known as electrolytic cell. It may be beaker, it may be a metal container, glass container, like this. Then next one is electrochemical cell. A cell in which electricity can be generated by spontaneous redox chemical reaction. That means chemical reactions generate electricity. It is known as electrochemical cell. It is also known as galvanic cell. See, the example is dry cell, which we are using in remote or clock, etc. This cell is electrochemical cell. That means chemicals present in that cell generate electricity by redox reaction. It is known as electrochemical cell. Now next is electrodes. What are the electrodes? These are metallic or non-metallic rods. See, these are two rods. Metallic, they may be metallic or non-metallic rods or plates. They immerse in an electrolyte. This is an electrolyte in which these electrodes are placed. They conduct electric current into and out of the solution. That means from negative pole of battery to this cathode. This is cathode. Then through the solution to anode. This is anode. And from anode to positive pole of battery, they conduct electric current like this. These are known as electrodes. Again, see, what are the electrodes? These are metallic or non-metallic rods or plates immersed in electrolyte. This is an electrolyte, and they conduct electric current into and out of the solution. Into, that means negative pole of battery to cathode, and from cathode through the solution to anode, and from anode to positive pole of battery. They are known as electrode. There are two types of electrode, cathode and anode. Let us see what are cathode and what are anode. Now let us see which are the different types of electrodes. There are two types of electrode. Cathode, which is connected to negative pole of battery. When current is passing, there is flow of electron from negative pole of battery to cathode. That means this is the electrode. Suppose this is cathode. It is connected to negative pole of battery. When current passes through this battery, then flow of electron is from negative pole of battery to cathode. This is the cathode, to which cations are attracted. That means positive ions are attracted towards cathode because positive negative attraction. Now second type of electrode is anode. It is the electrode which is connected to positive pole of battery. When electric current passing, there is flow of electron from anode to positive pole of battery from anode. That means suppose this is an anode, it is connected to positive pole of battery. When electric current passes, there is flow of electron from anode to positive pole of battery. These are the two types of electrodes. Now let us see what is electrode potential. Electrode potential, it is the measure of tendency of metallic electrode to lose or gain electrons when it is in contact with its own solution, own salt solution. That means when, for example, zinc rod is deep in zinc sulfate solution, when copper rod is deep in copper sulfate solution, this is the own ion solution of that salt. And when there is loss and gain of electron, then it is known as electrode potential. Then what is oxidation potential? Oxidation potential, that means the tendency of electrode to lose electrons. It is the measure of its tendency to get oxidized. It is known as oxidation potential. Reduction potential, it is the tendency of an electrode to gain electrons, which is also known as tendency to get reduced. This is known as reduction potential. Electrode potential, it is the combination of oxidation and reduction potential. Now let us see the mechanism of electrolysis. What is the mechanism of electrolysis? It is a chemical change produced by passing electric current, results in chemical decomposition of substance. It is known as electrolysis. That means electrolyte get decomposed, that means break up to form ion. It is known as mechanism of electrolysis. As per the Arrhenius theory of ionization, the molecule of electrovalent compound, NaCl is electrovalent compound, when dissolved in solvent, this is the solvent water, or infused state, it gives two types of ions, positive ions and negative ions. That means NaCl plus water, it gives Na plus, Cl minus, H plus and OH minus ions. These two ions, these are the cations, and these two are the anions. Now what happens at cathode and anode? Again see the diagram. This is the cathode which is connected to negative pole of battery. This is the anode which is connected to positive pole of battery. When electric current passes through this battery, there is flow of electron from negative pole of battery to cathode. This is flow of electron. Then through the solution to anode, and from anode to positive pole of battery. These two electrodes are deep in an electrolyte, which is NaCl, in water. Then after passing electric current, this electrolyte break up into two types of ions, positive ions and negative ions. Positive ions, they are known as cations, negative ions, they are known as anions. Here in this solution there are two types of cations, Na plus and H plus, and two types of anions, Cl minus and OH minus. Now let us see what are the reaction at cathode and anode. When cation reaches, that means Na plus, for example, out of these two, Na plus, when reaches at cathode, it acquires electron, that means it will gain electron from battery and get neutralized. This process, it is known as a reduction process. Cation acquire electron or gain electron, this process, it is known as a reduction process. Then what are the reaction at anode? At anode, anion reaches the anode, the electrons are given or there is loss of electron. That means these anions gives electron and get neutralized. That means Cl minus will give electron and get neutralized. This is known as oxidation. This is the mechanism of electrolysis. Now when there are more types of cations and more types of anions are present in the solution, 2 or more, then which will get neutralized first? It totally depends upon the activity series of cations and anions. Let us see what is the activity series of cations and anions.